would have, general speaking duty. And me on the keyboard, I got the stick mic for some reason. And we didn't realize until halfway through the talk that it would be much easier if I didn't have to use the keyboard and the stick mic.
You play the keyboard?
No, the computer keyboard.
That keyboard. That's keyboard. That is instrumental keyboard. I thought that you were kind of some band or something like that.
No,
but just keyboard.
My coworker, Ulysses, he's a musician.
Oh, really?
Yep. He likes to do stuff with the keyboard and try to make techno beats.
You played something or?
No, I'm not musically talented. I can hit a drum with a decent rhythm. That's about it.
Anyhow, this you stick that I don't know that this verb things, but anyhow, this you know about the drum, right? You?
No,
not at all.
No.
Okay. Looks like you have something talent for the music or some kinds of rhythm, something.
I think that's true. I have some rhythm.
Yes, you look
Sometimes I have no vibe. That's my problem most of the time.
I did not interrupt you in your lunch. Yes, enjoy your lunch.
Okay. Yeah, I don't want to stuff myself too fast anyway because probably give me indigestion and it wouldn't be bad for the talk too.
You don't need some Sprite or some soda thing?
I've got water in here.
Just water? It's okay? Let's see. Is it enough?
Yeah. I'm running on pure energy at this point. Nothing like getting your demos ready at the very last minute.
They do not focus on due to that there's some microphone malfunction issue. So hopefully this afternoon this main session, which is a GitHub session, doesn't have any kinds of problems. Actually, this Prometheus, as I understand, this Prometheus is one of the minor fact for the your products, the Flux, and then I forgot the name.
Yeah,
Sorry
Flagger.
for that. Flagger. It's a little bit minor, but GitOps is one of the majors. So yeah, it should not be that happen this afternoon sessions.
Well, GitHub Con is all day. So is Prometheus Day.
Yeah.
I'm just floating back and forth between them. I had actually GitHub Con is in 2 rooms. There's 2 tracks for it.
Oh really?
Yeah.
They use that too. Mm-hmm. Well, it's bigger than this Prometheus. This Prometheus Day. There looks like it's bigger room, but there's too many empty slot and shit. So yeah, a little bit disappointed. And then actually my feeling is that this just a little bit this commercial stays. It's same. It feel like it's same as yesterday. I mean that yesterday is the application networking days. There is by the Solo IO. So there is definitely this commercials seminars. So Prometheus is by the CSF, but all of them is have a focus of their own product, and so
the Flagger story is all about getting developers more comfortable using GitOps and giving them confidence that when they make a mistake, it's not going to impact, hopefully, anything. So you can run tests that are like pre-rollout before traffic starts getting shifted to your canary. And if those tests fail, the release is aborted. Then you shift 5% of traffic to the canary, and if the metrics start to look bad, in about 60 seconds or 2 minutes, we roll back whenever you configure it for.
Yeah, that's demo.
Yeah.
As I understanding or as I feeling is that this Flare name is, I forgot the name is. I'm sorry to say that anyhow that's the name.
It's called Flagger because
Flagger.
It's supposed to be like a signalman on the runway.
It's kind of some flag up and down. Understood. Yeah.
So he's waving the flags and telling you whether it's safe to go ahead or not.
I see.
Yeah.
And that the manifesto of the Flagger is really how can I say that? So it is really well organized that. So it is very clear to understand this. The kind is the canary, or probably I don't know that the others, but it may be the AB or the blue green, something like as a kind name is very very easy to understand. The others some item among some manifest is really very well structured, I think. Yes. Compared with this other some CRP things.
Yeah, I think that the canary is the main one. I don't think that there's I think that you can configure the canary to do the other things, but they're all called canary in Flagger. So it's just the name of the CRD, and then there's configuration if you want to. I'm not really sure how that works though, so I shouldn't talk too much about it.
So only there's no other some kind things. I saw that
you can do A/B testing.
Yeah.
And you can do blue-green, but I'm pretty sure those are just configurations of the canary.
And now this it can be possible. But name is the canary.
Yeah.
I'm not sure that this. After that, maybe this you made it. This,
naming is hard.
Yeah,
that's one of the hardest problems. Yeah.
In my friend who working in this Netflix, he said that it was really great, but there's something is limitations. So Flaggers only this related with this Prometheus thing. So is it same as? Is it same now, or do you have any roadmap or plans?
You can use other metric sources. There's a whole list of them.
So my friend said it's really stick to that the Prometheus metrics.
I know there's New Relic. I know there's Datadog. There's a whole list of those integrations for different metric sources, and you can combine them from different sources and make a canary that has different, all different observability platforms involved.
How about this Grafana's product? Grafana is really, they want to be one of kinds of some aggregators nowadays. It was that they are visualizations things only, but they provided this currently this aggregators. They are only more focused on this aggregator and the centralizations. So, do you have any plan from the Grafana, some their centralized the metrics, some log, and leave something like that?
I'm afraid I don't know about that.
Okay, I see that. And now my friend said this is really cool, and then but that at the time there is something of limitations. Only does the metric from the Prometheus things, but maybe it changes. As time goes by, product changes.
Yeah, the Flux and Flagger pace of development is really incredible from my perspective. I guess I haven't worked in a high velocity development environment before I started at Weaveworks. Really, I've worked in small companies where we would iterate quickly on small things. And I've worked on large companies, or one large company at least, where it was really like an institutional setting, and everything was bogged down with process, and you can't get anything adopted, and it's just very difficult to make any kind of advancement at all. So moving to Weaveworks has been really interesting because there are all these really like elite, competent engineers that know how to pump volume through on their projects and get stuff out like consistently and on time, and they top the charts on. You look at who's making the most commits on GitHub; they're at the top of the list.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
So you are the one of the some. I mean that.
I think my work is generative. So as a support person, I can answer questions and have like conversations with users that the developers would need to have in order to understand what's going on. But they can just come and catch up and jump in and say, oh, this is actually something I've been thinking about. Now that the conversation started, they don't have to start from let's start a conversation. So it's a lot easier when you have support. I know, like, even from the small company that I worked at, when we got bought and the guy who was supporting me went away, that was the beginning of the end.
I thought you are the one of the some principals, some developers, something like that, but you said it's communicator leader.
I started last year in January, and I've been a Flux maintainer, mostly in a capacity of supporting the legacy Flux that's been on the way out. So we're actually going to archive that after Kubecon, and I have to find something else besides the community repo to put my name on as a maintainer. Otherwise, they're going to revoke my title. So
Is it better than before, or
huh?
is it better than before?
Flux v2 is much better than Flux v1. Yeah, it's a microservice architecture instead of a monolith. And that's the biggest core difference. Yeah.
So architecture is totally different.
Yeah. I love to talk some more. I actually have to get
Sure, yeah,
upstairs in about 3 minutes,
yeah,
so
yeah.
I'm going to jet.
I'm gonna
I will
move too.
see you around. I'm going to be here
Sure,
all week.
yes.
So.
I will stay at this 3 days more.
Huh?
I'm gonna stay at the 3 days more.
Cool. All right.
Yep. Sure.
See ya.
Have a good afternoon.
Thank you.
And main session. 오, 가짜.